Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Wisdom IQ. I hope you are all good. In this video, I will be discussing the difference between the national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and biosphere reserves. This is the second video of my static CK series. This topic will help you in all the SSC exams, state exams or in any exam in which static portion is asked. So let's start. Wildlife sanctuary. What is a wildlife sanctuary? Wildlife sanctuary is a natural area which is reserved by the government or by any private organization or even by a person for the protection of animals, insects, microorganisms of different species. In the wildlife sanctuary, human activity is limited. It is allowed, but it is limited. The indigenous people living here can collect firewood, fruits, and all the medicinal plants, but in a limited quantity. And also they can take their animals for grazing. Livestock grazing is allowed in a limited manner in wildlife sanctuary. However, hunting of animals or poaching of animals is completely prohibited, and trees cannot be cut for any purpose. You can't cut the trees there. Even the indigenous people living there can't cut the trees. The boundaries of wildlife sanctuaries are not physically marked. They are not fenced. If anyone wants to go there for some research work, educational work, they can just go. No official permission is required, and tourism is also allowed in the wildlife sanctuary. IUCN, that is International Union of Conservation of Nature, it has grouped wildlife sanctuaries in category 4 of the protected areas. And the protected areas are declared under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. The wildlife sanctuary, it comes under the protection areas, and this protection area are under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, and there are 544 wildlife sanctuaries in India as of now. National parks. What are national parks? National parks are protected natural habitats which are established and owned by government. No private organization is involved in establishment of national parks, and it is established to provide protection to the entire set of ecosystem, that is flora, fauna and landscape of that region. And no human activity is allowed here, not even in a limited way. The indigenous people living there cannot take their animals for grazing, and also for not collecting any forest products. They can't just go there and collect any forest product if they want. It is completely prohibited in the national park. National parks are highly restricted areas. Official permission is required to visit the national park, and only the approved person can enter the national park. Research and educational work can only be done with the help with prior permission. If you have got the prior permission, then only you can go there for research and educational work. And national parks are physically fenced. The boundaries of national parks are marked, unlike the wildlife sanctuaries. National parks also come under the protected areas which are under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, and there are 104 national parks in India. And which was India's first national park? It was Jim Corbett National Park, which is in Uttarakhand. Earlier it was known as Helin National Park. It was established in 1936. And Kuno National Park, which is in MP, is the latest national park in India. It was declared national park in 2018. And which is the largest national park of India? It is Hemos National Park, which is in Leh district of Ladakh. Hemos National Park. And Madhya Pradesh and Andaman and Nicobar Islands have the maximum number of national parks, that is 9 each. Wildlife sanctuary and national parks, they are nearly same. The only difference is that the indigenous people living in the wildlife sanctuary, they can carry out human activities in a limited manner. However, no human activities allowed in the national park. And wildlife sanctuaries can be upgraded to national park, but the national park cannot be downgraded to sanctuary. third is biosphere reserve. What are biosphere reserves? Biosphere reserves, they are the protected areas which are meant for the conservation of plants and animals, and also they restore the traditional life of the tribal people living near the vicinity. So basically biosphere reserves are meant for the conservation of the biodiversity. What is biodiversity? Biodiversity means the variety of life on earth. This includes all the different plants, animals and microorganisms and the ecosystem in which they are found. So biosphere reserves cover the larger area of land, which may cover multiple national parks, sanctuaries and reserves as well. Yes, biosphere reserve include national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. Wildlife sanctuaries and national parks are included in the biosphere reserve. And biosphere reserve is divided in 3 zones. And the innermost zone is called the core zone. Here you can see the darkest green area is the core zone area, and in this core zone no human intervention is allowed. It is strictly prohibited. Wildlife and natural resources is strictly protected by the forest department in this core zone. And after the core zone you will find the buffer zone. The buffer zone surrounds the core zone. Research and education activities are permitted to human in this buffer zone, and this zone might also include some tourism facilities. And the last zone, the outermost zone, is the transition or the manipulation zone. Several human activities can occur in this manipulation zone, like cropping, recreation and forestry, and settlements are permitted in this transition zone or the manipulation zone of biosphere reserve. So that's all in this video. If you want the PDF of this lecture, you can follow my Telegram channel. The link has been provided in the description. Also in the next video I will be discussing important national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and biosphere reserves. Please like and share my video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.